Good evening, teacher and classmates. This night I am going to talk about my project of Cycle 14. It's about history. Last year I traveled to Masamari after university summer class finished in February. I went to visit a friend who was working there. At first everything was funny. We went to swimming pools, had drinks, went to parties, until a Sunday when we were eating pollo a la brasa. Mr. Vizcarra, the president, announced quarantine because of COVID-19 pandemic. Next day my family phoned me and asked me to come back home, but I didn't do it because Mr. Vizcarra said that the quarantine was going to last 2 weeks, and I believed him. So I stayed there, but every 2 weeks Vizcarra added 2 weeks more. My family was worried because I was living in a rented uh, room and I had to buy food. I was bored during those weeks. I couldn't go out because a police base was near from my room and police were patrolling streets. I could just go to buy food. I couldn't come back home. I was already bored of playing video games, watching TV, listening to music, and virtual class. And truly, Masamari before quarantine had been funnier than after quarantine. Also, my cousins phoned me and told me about how they were passing the quarantine. They were playing Ludo, Monopoly, volleyball at nights. Even they were drinking at weekends. While I was bored, sat and lonely in my room. After 3 months I could come back home, thanks to my brother-in-law went to carry reports there. Then he helped me to return to Huancayo. When I got home, my parents talked to me. They were happy and annoyed at the same time because of me. They told me that I was irresponsible and they had many complaints about me. After that I went to my cousin's house to play with them. They were playing volleyball that night. And being in my house was funnier than being lonely in Masamari. But after all, nothing bad happened in my quarantine story. Thanks, that's all.